Hey, here we go. I'm reviewing a beer that I don't think is very widely distributed, but it does get sent all the way from Winooski, Vermont to Boston. It's 4 Quarters Phaze. It's a kind of cool can there. 4 Quarters seems to be like the big up-and-coming brewery from Vermont doing the hazy IPAs and the sour beers, and the beers I've had from them I thought were pretty darn good. But pretty small batch. Seems like this stuff sells out really quickly wherever it goes. So Phaze is like their flagship. They call it an American Pale Ale, but it's 6.5%. And they also, sent it to Pace magazine for their blind IPA taste testing. And it actually was the number 4 out of 324 IPAs. And I've never had it. I couldn't find anywhere in any of these articles or on their website anything about what hops are in it or malts or anything, and doesn't have a date on the can, but I looked up on the Instagram of 4 Quarters, and it looked like it was about 2 weeks ago that they canned this batch, or maybe even less than 2 weeks. So it's very, very fresh, basically is what I'm saying. And I've only had like maybe one taste of one of their IPAs before, and it's pretty good, but this one looks like it's the one they do a very good job with. And it's hazy, but not super ridiculously so, like very pale, but there's a teeny shadow of my finger behind that. Really nice looking head. Yeah, the beer looks really nice. I'm getting some good, nice gummy citrusy aromas. So far so good. Yep, some nice dense bubbles in there. I bet that head's gonna stick around a while. Oh, that's very nice aroma. It smells like Starburst, so it smells like a mixture of strawberry, lemon, orange, maybe not lime Starburst, but maybe a little bit of a sweet honeyish quality from the malt. Oh yeah, and there is a hint of some vanilla like creamy note. Yeah, it seems like there's just a hint of Belgian yeast quality in this. Like, I'm getting this vanilla creamy note that isn't exactly Belgian, but there's a juicy fruit gum, slight juicy fruit gum thing I'm noticing in there. Yeah, that's interesting. I think it's coming, from the hops and the yeast at the same time, but it's reminding me of some like cleaner and more ridiculously dry hopped Belgian beers I've had, and some beers from Mystic, which they've done dry hop Belgian stuff, but they also sometimes their yeast in their IPAs seems a little bit more Belgian-y, and this is reminding me a bit of Mystic. Yeah, that is interesting. Pretty nice body. Yeah, this is on the edge of a Belgian IPA, which is weird. Maybe the batch they got at Paste magazine was a little bit cleaner, because most people, it seems like they don't like Belgian IPAs. That really strong Belgian yeast turns a lot of people off, especially if you're just looking for pure hops. But they're blending together in a really interesting way in this beer. Like, it's not calling it a Belgian IPA, I guess, is a little bit of a misnomer, but yeah, almost has some phenols, some spiciness that is Belgian. Yeah, maybe. I mean, this is interesting. I'd love to talk to the brewers and see what kind of yeast blend they're working with here, if they know everything, because with a lot of these New England IPAs, they use specific English yeast strains, but I know that a lot of breweries have, hints of Hefeweizen and like yeasts in their beers, but this one, I'm getting Belgian notes mixed in with all that. The mouthfeel isn't super full soft. It's spicy. It's substantial, but it's not syrupy. It finishes pretty. There's a good spicy bitterness happening. But I'm gonna have to say that I'm a little bit disappointed with this one. Mainly because, I mean, not that I hate Belgian yeast or anything, I just wasn't expecting it in this beer. Otherwise, it's really well done. But it's the Belgian yeast, I feel like it is distracting a bit from the hops and the juiciness we could have, because it has this slight bubble gum and like clovey esters, like that's definitely in this beer. Calling it an American Pale Ale or an IPA, just not saying anything else. It seems like this isn't exactly what they were going for. Maybe, I don't know. I'll have to scan a bunch of old reviews online of this beer and see if anyone else might like notices a Belgian quality to it. And it's really weird that out of 324 IPAs, this would be number 4 to me, because it just doesn't fit any current idea of an American IPA. I mean, and I'm a Belgian yeast, fermented American IPA is what I would call it. It's a little confusing. Clearly, the cat's got my tongue a little bit about exactly what to say with this. I like everything about it. I guess the finish is a little bit hot, maybe. The phenols are a little big. I'm getting some spiciness in the throat that makes it seem like it's a little bit stronger. So, like, this beer, yeah, it's there aren't any big flaws with it. It just seems to be not exactly what it calls itself, what I was expecting. But yeah, if you've tried it, let me know if you've had a really great batch that you loved. It's a good beer, but I'm not really gonna give it anything more than like a 4. Perhaps if this is what I was looking for, if it was called a Belgian IPA, I would, have been more enthusiastic about it. But a good beer nonetheless, and I don't keep trying 4/4 stuff. Goodbye.